Hello, and good morning. Alright, so time to do this a second time since, well, last time I went and basically got all the way through to Brigantis here, and then had a little bit of a blue screen issue, so that's all well and fun. So I've been experimenting with a bit of a different build here, an evolution of the one from last time, but just basically pikes and nomads, and that's actually been surprisingly effective. So I was trying to do pikes or just regular spears and nomads before, and that was the problem. With pikes, it ends up working out pretty well. Without them, not so much. Alright, so this should be a pretty easy one. So I'd like the casters to get a little bit of a leg up here. I've gone and done a few just rando fights to get them up to scratch. So they're up to 8 now. Let's do one in here. Probably a couple TKs. Or actually maybe something like this. No. Yeah. Got a couple TKs in here. 1 pikeman and 3 casters. That sounds doable. It's not perfect because it's this map, but oh well. The pants move. Alright, I wonder what the odds are of actually getting Cressida this time. It's like, oh yeah, that artifact, that'll totally help you out. It doesn't end up actually helping. Alright. I'm well aware that I came into this thing without any clerics. I know it's not the greatest decision, but this fight doesn't tend to last very long. I just basically need to go find Cressida and remove, well, Cassandra rather, not Cressida. Just go catch up to Cassandra and pretty much remove that whole existing feature. Alright, so we got this, Field Alchemy 1, so we got at least one guy that can use it. Mostly I'm just planning to use this as kind of a grind fight of sorts. Just to get all the casters in at one time. Yeah, sorry how spotty these have been lately. I was trying to get more of them out, and it didn't quite happen. So, such is life, I suppose. Now, I believe you had... No, you don't. Okay, in that case, Denim might be the only one that actually has Field Alchemy. Let's see. Watch him not have it either. Okay, now he does. So we got 1 range, no ranged ability. That's fine. You're gonna go around the side and just kind of delay that one. Just the fact that their name's Bess still kind of cracks me up. Still makes me think of just a random armored cow. The armor cow. No one saw it coming. Alright, you can probably bulwark. So, I should probably mention, I changed a Bayan over to a warlock here, as I did the other casters as well. Mostly this is just for the sake of their support stuff, which is pretty fun, all things considered. So Arnott here gets the most of them. Minerva here gets the, well, I would say the most assistive ones. What are we doing here? Almost no damage. Awesome. But yeah, personally, I'm really liking the one that Bayan's got right now. Just because it has the ability to false strike stuff, and that has been really useful. Like, especially grind fights and stuff like that, it's made it to the point where they almost don't even matter. Because every time there's a bigger unit or something like that, they can just false strike them, and it's very handy. Plus Fortify obviously helps, so there's that. He's just really good overall, as far as being a support goes right now. I know I'm kind of missing out on the raw offensive potential, but I think we'll survive. Alright, Denim needs to move before that other guy. It's all fine. Volume's a little low, we should probably get that higher. Yeah, I'm still adjusting all the different volumes and stuff like that for the new setup. It's not, like, super new, but to explain what happened with the whole setup there, by the way. So I had a different headset that I was using for quite a while. The thing was old as hell. I mean, we're talking like one of those old, like ye old USB headsets from like the early 2000s. Well, at any rate, my daughter finds that thing absolutely just the greatest. So she was going along, it's like, ooh, look, it's all bendy and stuff. So, just messing around with that thing until finally one day it started doing that whole buzzing situation that was going on. Well, so that continued on. And I still kept using the thing and all that. And finally, yeah, it just started sounding like it was super far away. And I ended up needing to get another one for work because, you know, one of the things I end up doing for work are essentially answering calls and that sort of thing. So, kind of needed to get another one at that point, and it should also be mentioned, for whatever reason during this time, OBS's settings decided to just delete themselves. So basically, all the calibration for the noise gate and stuff like that got removed. Can't do very much, can you? Plus, on top of that, there's another work thing I do that whose settings apparently overwrote some stuff too. So, wound up being a whole mess of just stuff not going right at the same time. But you know, it happens. It happens. You deal, you fix, you move on. So I did. But that's kind of the long and short of that whole situation. Okay, what can you do? Not very much, unfortunately. Alright, why don't you just go shank this guy, I guess? Yes, okay, we got a bind. That is good. So deal with that. Hopefully at some point somebody will get close to Cassandra. We'll say that this fight always makes me think of Then There Was Silence. It's yet another Blind Guardian song. It's because they're always talking about somebody named Cassandra there, and I completely don't remember what their role was in the original story that song's based off. So basically, Then There Was Silence is a song based off of, I believe it's off the Iliad, technically, but it's about the Battle of Troy and all that sort of thing. And it's specifically about, well, I guess it's supposed to be Cassandra there, but somebody goes and they get visions and that sort of thing, and they're basically expressly told, like, look, you're gonna find out the future, no one's gonna believe you, so, you know, take that as you will. And then they go and they try to warn people, like, oh yeah, we're totally gonna get completely wrecked here. And, of course, nobody believes them, so they're like, oh, nope, yeah, we totally will. Har har, so funny. And then they proceed to get wrecked, and that's kind of the story right there. Iliad in a nutshell. Not really, they don't... at least the version that I remember reading, they don't play a very huge part. But then again, there might be some other reason for that. Okay. This is not going ideally. This little short item chuck here makes a lot of casters really effective support healers. Alright, get rid of that one. Yeah, this is not going ideally, I will say that much. So do you back up just a little bit? Actually, you're gonna move. You're probably gonna get a hit off. Hopefully it's gonna miss. You're gonna get a... You know what? No. No, you know where? You're gonna go right here. That's where you're gonna go. So something that's been pretty interesting, something I'm actually looking forward to a lot. So if you've ever heard of a thing called Phoenix Point, apparently that's actually got what would it be called? I think they just called them early access builds or whatever else. But yeah, for people that back the project, they've got builds coming out for that pretty soon. So getting pretty excited about that sort of thing, because basically it's like if you've ever played any of the newer XCOMs or that sort of thing, except basically they added in like this whole limb mechanic and just all kinds of different mechanical parts to everything. So like there's giant crabs and whatever. Like if they aim at a thing, instead of the mechanic being, you know, they have 60-70% chance to hit and they either do or don't. Sorry, that cough is still annoyingly in the background. But instead of the whole did they or didn't they kind of situation, it becomes more of a, you know for a fact that they're going to hit somewhere within this cone several times. But what can you actually do, you know, with whatever hits there? It's pretty fun. Like I ended up looking at a few different things about it, and oh man, it looks so freaking cool. Can't wait till it comes out. Okay. Okay, so you can be slowed. I think this might be checkmate right here, actually. So we got that. We got you coming in. Yeah, that's checkmate. Yep. Yeah, this whole zombie army thing doesn't really work out well for you guys. Especially when there's a publicly... Wait, why did they all leave except for those two skeletons? Those must have been the ones that were just lying around. This place seems... This map in particular seems like it's constantly littered with all kinds of dead stuff. Yeah, not the nicest place, I will say. Okay, so they got access to some new stuff now. Actually, I think they're still one off from using their knives, yeah. That would have been nice, but no such luck. Alternate nomads to get caster gloves. That's kind of a goal coming up here. Would like to get brand stocks and stuff like that. Unfortunately, that's going to happen right after this next castle. So that's what I was saying before, that this one's kind of the gatekeeper of this particular run right now. Because that's the one where almost everybody ended up getting killed off last time. Right. But again, that's why you always bring clerics. They make everything better. Let's grab a couple of them. Actually, let's give Canopus a little bit of a rest here. Let's replace Crushinator with Sir Biceps. I'll probably replace you with... Nah, you still need more points than he does. Yeah, casters can stay in it. This is the one... yeah, let's put Bayan aside for now. This is the one with the guy hiding in the back, I believe. Oh no, this is Hector. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, it's, no, yeah, it is Hector. Hector. So basically what he's saying is they completely screwed over their defense by him coming out here to have a whole big vengeance fight. And they probably would have had a very, very good defensive force over inside their actual castle, as in the place that's actually friggin' defended. Alright. this guy is off to get revenge for his wife. Honestly, Hector is one of my favorite characters in the game, I gotta say. Guy's just cool. Alright. All things being ideal, I would have tried to hire that griffin right there. I definitely want to grab a few of them. But... okay. Current plan is a little bit like this. He's just going to be doing debuffs. I need to get Lavitz over there close to those dragons to take care of them. Hopefully that griffin will get in close and just get ripped apart. Then from there, just have to focus on the casters. Okay. So being on the Dark Book, he doesn't necessarily get any buffs, per se. So that's kind of the downside. He gets all the debuffs, but none of the buffs. Water Walk. Well, let's give all these guys a Water Walk, I think. It may seem like a little bit of an odd decision, but I'm thinking maybe to go park some of them on the water. So we've got light snow, so Aerocel's accuracy is going to suck. Okay, biceps, yeah, you're not going anywhere. These guys are going to want to charge up. And they're going to hang out up front. Alright, so yeah, Lavitz is going to be a second liner. Gonna have clerics and heavies up front, as well as denim. Gonna have TKs on flanks, I think. And everybody else just supporting as best they can. So yeah, priority is the heavy units for now. And hopefully with a little bit of maneuvering. He's so thankful that his pants got brought in. Although, all things considered, with my completely forgetting that this fight exists, I don't know how I always forget that this fight exists. Every time I see this map, I think it's the one with the caster that's just hiding in the back. But this is actually one of the harder fights in the entire game. Chance of a charm, 50%. Okay, good. Alright, so she's got a heal move and an anti-poison. She's got actual poison, and then she's got basically just water. Usual kind of water stuff. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering a little bit. Of all things. Now you, I kind of want fortified. Ah, perfect. Okay, so she's gonna go for that awaken there. Got herself a little bit exposed. Okay, Bess can go in for a hit here. Fact. Oh, you suck. Kinda needed that one. So, the thing there was, if she had gotten the hit off, then he could have gotten Beast Slayer. Probably gotten this whole problem taken care of before it even started. Alright, yeah, keep him alive. Actually, I think I forgot to put Rampart Aura on Denim again. Crap. Yeah, I keep forgetting to re-equip it on him. Ever since that one versus fight. Yeah, save that for later. That's fine. Get the poison? Yes, you sure can. Okay, good. So we got the poison off. Bummer. Okay. Well, at least, I mean, Hector put himself forward. We don't exactly have the damage, well, the raw damage to take him out. Okay, can you stun her? Okay, the odds were low of even hitting, but he did a pretty good job there, I think. Alright, let's give her a choice. Heal herself or heal the Griffin. Speed forward through their turns here. Good job. Okay, you're gonna fall back and recover, I think. Actually, I'd like biceps, wow, biceps up front more. Go. Or not. Alright, so she's gonna heal herself. She doesn't seem one of the super tanky variants. And she's put herself right up front. Fantastic. That is exactly where I want you. Man, his entire book is very expensive to use, I have to say. How much does this do to you? Not much, not much, not much. I should have gone and used that at a different time, shouldn't I? Okay, at least attempt a slow. Worth a shot. I have a feeling he's not going to be very useful this time around. Okay. At least you hit. I figure we're getting back into that hitting 40% club here. But if you make it all scary-like and put ghosts on your friggin' sword, then, you know, you just smack them with ghosts and it's way more effective. Okay. Dragon Slayer. So he's got TP for days now. I think we can dedicate you to one more hit here. Okay, good. That's one of their healing elements gone. We got very lucky that she decided to stick herself forward like that. I mean, I guess you could call it AI manipulation, because the whole she decided to run up and help the Griffin and then ran herself forward thing, but I don't know, that was pretty unusual for the AI to do. Okay. Okay. Get this one healed up. Unfortunately, our armored cow over there is not holding up so hot. Come on. And do a little bit better than that. So far so safe, though. I've honestly never seen them go and rip themselves apart so much. Now, what I mean by that, for whatever reason, they're just deciding to space themselves out a whole lot. I haven't seen them go on and make their usual lines, so that's just an odd one. Normally they love stacking up right there, and Hector loves taking forever to come down there, and they have to worry about a crazy amount of offense, and their healers don't run forward. Just got lucky. Just plain lucky and nothing else right now. Not that I'm complaining. Alright. Now let's get denim patched up, and we're pretty much good as new here. Better than new, in fact. Dex went up. Not a good exchange there. Yeah, that'll work. See, there we go. Tell me you ever saw that in vanilla. Bringing two-hander doing double one-hander damage. Okay. So, well, we can consider aerosol completely useless at this point. The bad weather just rolled in. Yeah, that works out fine. Yeah, I have to say, warlocks and that sort of thing are kind of an interesting... I really love how many different things they can do. It's like they're no longer the dedicated, just better caster, you know? They're a little bit worse on damage, but there's so many different options with them. Okay, fantastic. Let's just use Blessing to top off the TKs here. You guys thought you had a chance. So far, that would be a definite no on the having a chance. Again, made the mistakes early, and it's definitely showing. On miss. Okay, they had a chance to save it right there, because if they took out Lavitz, then we wouldn't really have any way to deal with the dragons effectively. Okay, you're gonna... What do I want to do with you? Let's have you go over here. Ooh, this oh man, this is gonna be like friggin' bowling pins right here. Yes! These are the best, you know what? Oh man, and that's why he's got nomads on. Like when he ends up critting with that thing, oh man, it's just too much. Suppose you can finish this guy? Not quite. However, you can end up supporting the Dragoon over here. Great. Seems like being covered in water in this kind of setting would be, well, pretty much deadly, but hey, we're gonna pretend it's helpful. So she's going to take a hit. Biceps should be able to finish off this one. Yep. If you're wondering why he's so slow, by the way, it's because he's got the Silver Edge here instead of the Boulder Axe. Basically, that's the heavier variant. So Clawed Axes make you much slower, but they hit a fair bit harder. So if you... It's one of those ones where you definitely don't want them to be the one running up in the absolute front. But as far as a flank unit and that sort of thing, it's pretty fantastic. Because you just have them sitting in the second or third line there, and then right when the moment comes, you just have them sorted out. It's pretty darn dandy. Okay, well, he can get stunned. And that is good. Miss? No. Okay, Sistina's in trouble. have no kill move yet. And for now, I think we'll just start wailing on Hector. Shit, wait a sec. Their other healer ran forward. Huh. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to question your decision. Major heal these folks. And yeah, once that healer's gone, that's basically it. We've got 4 moves right here. Basically need to use it to completely turn this fight around, or else you're screwed. Okay, so put a death timer out there. And pretty soon, attrition is no longer going to be an option for you. Just like to think that Denim's just up front, just angrily pointing at people like you. You don't get to die. Poke. 2 points off of a tremendous. That would be really useful right here. Oh, no. Ends up getting it anyway. Good job. Okay. So that's basically it. That's all she wrote on this one. All that's left is Hector. They finally snuck up this guy in the back, but it's not going to matter. And attrition is basically completely off the table for them now. That was the one thing they had going for them. Yeah, and they're even starting to get really bad rolls too. It's kind of fast forwarding it because we're already at the half an hour mark. That's fine. Actually, you credit him, so you end up being more helpful than you expected to be. Basically just having him practice his hammer skills over here. This fight's already done. You, and then probably biceps to finish it off. Come on, run away, Hector. This is embarrassing for you. Alright, I'll get piked. Yeah. We'll try. We'll try. We'll see how the game decides. I mean, I can't really say that it's been a particularly peaceful run, since obviously a lot of stuff had to be cut through in order to actually make it to the end of fights, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be nice to actually be able to hire her one of these runs. And then castles happened. Yes, I know. You've been showing us that castle and everything. Alright. So, I think... yeah, wound up doing this just right, so... got the daggers. It would be good to have the casting daggers at this point. Unfortunately, casting daggers are 11, I believe. So I can't quite use them just yet. I think we'll go cuirasses on them. Because of the fact that they're mostly a support and debuff roll, their attack, magic attack doesn't necessarily matter as much. But yeah, they can do some pretty good stuff, all things considered. Well, at any rate, Next time is Brigantis, so see you then.